tell us a little bit about VEVE? Because you got a VEVE shirt on.
Oh.
You ready to tell us a little bit of our listeners?
Shout out to the OMI homies, VEVE.
Yeah, whatever,
Throw out the
everyone.
double
I'm
Vs.
kind of in it. I'm kind of
You
in
guys
it.
gotta explain it because like they're like, it's like when they're talking, they're like speaking another language, and I'm just like,
Because we've already been into
What the
space, you know.
fuck
Joseph
are
and
they
I, we
talking
started crypto in like 2017. So we just knew a lot about it because we were like heavily invested in crypto. And it wasn't until this last year when NFT kind of like made its name into a lot of people's houses. Like a lot of people are hearing what NFT, board apes, yacht club, and then I found out about NFT because my friend hit me up. Was like, "Hey, how come you're not doing NFTs?" I was like, "What the fuck is an NFT?" And then I heard it from him, and then I was like, like what else is there about NFTs? And then I was just kind of did my research, and then I came across VEVE, and VEVE was based out of Singapore created by this guy named David Yu, and he's a big collector. And then
Shout out to David.
and then he also partnered with this guy named Alfred Kahn, which is a legend. He created 4Kids Entertainment. He's the reason why we have Pokemon. He's the reason why we have Yu-Gi-Oh!
Do you think
Cabbage
he's the reason?
Patch.
How about Sailor Moon?
I don't know about Sailor Moon.
I have a feeling he did because they were all kind of like grouped together on TV.
Yeah. So, should I explain what NFTs are?
I mean,
Yeah. Go a little.
just you know,
It's
your
pretty
abridged
new.
version.
Yeah, for people that are listening, not many people might not know it. And like, I'm pretty sure they heard about it and
Alright,
how you
like-
can make a killing off a N1 NFT,
First of all, NFT. What does that stand for?
non-fungible
Tokens.
token.
Okay.
I was about to say wonderful token.
Okay.
But so what makes art so valuable? Because there's only a one-off. And the things that depreciate is if you have more of it. Because if you have more of one thing, you just flood the market with it. The value doesn't hold up to just having a one-off.
Yeah.
So with crypto, that's what they're able to figure out is having that one-off. So with Bitcoin, if I send you one Bitcoin, you have that one Bitcoin. I don't have that Bitcoin anymore. So that was the problem where we're trying to figure out how am I going to send the original, not a copy? Especially with money, you can't be sending copies everywhere. So with the blockchain, we're able to figure that out. So with the whole crypto space, we're in it, and then we heard about NFTs. And so a lot of artists are using NFTs. Musicians can use NFTs. So now instead of having copies, I'm sending you a copy. Now you can have the original art piece. But there's a fixed number. So the lower the number, obviously the price will go up.
Got it. Okay.
And the reason why I got into VEVE is because the thing about art, the only thing that holds its value, it's the story that's behind the art piece. Who's the artist? What's the brand? Because what makes good art is not about the quality of work, it's the branding that goes behind it.
Yes.
Because a lot of people, they don't know what art is. Like I show them a painting, they don't have to look what they're looking at, but a lot of people know how money looks like. So they hire other people that think they know art and be like, hey, this is a good art piece. You should buy it. So that person is going to buy it and is going to showcase all that to just the people they know, a bunch of other rich people. And we're like, oh, where'd you get that art piece? Oh, I bought this at some art gallery. He's a really known artist. I got it for like $1 million. So that's kind of how art gains value.
Got it.
So what I know with NFTs, a lot of people are jumping in. A lot of artists I know are jumping in because they think they're gonna flip like a quick buck. But it doesn't work that way. Because reason why I didn't get into it because I know the amount of work that goes behind building a brand. And it's not as easy by just uploading an image on OpenSea and hoping to buy it. Because if you,
that's what I remember. I was like, a couple weeks ago. I was like, I think I'm gonna like look into NFTs or whatever.
I saw that
that's
podcast.
exactly. I did my research and I was like, fuck.
It's a lot of work.
No,
Because you gotta brand it. You gotta
put a lot of money in it.
The reason why people think like, all right, the bored apes, a lot of people's like downplaying is how this is a stupid ape. You can do a better job. It's like, no, bro. It's good for what it is. The reason why it's so big because there's an actual secret club. If you have one of those NFTs, you're allowed inside the club. So there's a whole brand behind it. So that's the reason why one NFT of a Bored Ape can go up to like 200,000.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It's really expensive. It's
Uh,
crazy.
Bored Ape. Like, is that a?
Bored Ape Yacht Club.
So it's a type. There's different artists or different. What do you kind of say? Like not lines. They're not. They're not. Is it brands?
It's so there's how collectibles work. There's different tiers. There's like common, uncommon, rare, and ultra rare. Ultra rare are like very limited. So for the whole world that are big fans of Bored Apes, there's only 5 of them. So within that community, there's only 5 people could then own it. So that's what causes the values. Like if I buy it, how bad do you want it? I'll flip it for. I'm selling it for $1 million. He's like, okay, I'll buy it for $1 million, and I'm gonna flip it later because the value is gonna constantly go up.
Got it.
So people are in it for the money.
Okay.
Because crypto, that's where the money's at right now.
So Bored Ape, is that like is that a physical piece? Like,
It's
No.
a image.
Is it digital? Is it image?
It's pretty much like a JPEG.
It's a digital
Yes.
image.
Yeah. So I know the whole OpenSea thing and NFTs. It's a bubble because everyone's jumping in it, thinking they're gonna make a quick buck.
Yeah.
But again, about branding, there's no brand, there's no name behind all these art pieces, so it's gonna get lost in the sea. So the reason why I got into VEVE is because VEVE is licensed with every top brand that you can possibly think of. They're licensed with U.S. government, Disney, Marvel, Cartoon Network, Toy Tokyo, everything that you can possibly think of, anything that's collectible, they're licensed with them.
Oh
Even
wow.
Givenchy.
Even fashion.
Yeah,
and
fashion
street
show. I was
art.
like, what the heck? Givenchy
And
has
and
NFTs.
yeah, they're huge. I
crazy.
love them.
Oh wow. That's
And you can buy these. There's sometimes there's comic books, there's statues, digital statues. And you
Okay.
actually put them in your own digital vault.
Yeah,
Oh.
and then right now Metaverse is getting pretty big. So Metaverse is an online world.
that,
Reddit,
that
like-
Facebook started? That one?
No,
Or is that
that's the reason why Facebook changed his name to Meta, so they can own the name Metaverse.
Oh.
So it makes sense to tie in the name Meta to verse.
So do you
Metaverse.
think Metaverse is the beginning of like a Ready Player One?
Yeah, that's pretty much where it's heading. And there's other companies that's trying to compete with VEVE, but there's no one licensed like VEVE. So VEVE is going to create their own metaverse called VEVEverse. So imagine having your own avatar living in your own world where you can actually buy digital property. You can actually own a piece of property in this metaverse and deck it out however you want it.
It sounds like an insane version of Sims.
Yeah, it's very insane.
Yeah, but this world is always online.
Yeah.
The only time is off is when you log off.
Yeah, so very like
It's
Ready
wild.
Player One. It is the beginning of it. You can't. It's not. You're not gonna be like simulated.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be simulated. But of course, it's. I mean, you can already tell. The gaming industry is huge. People are gonna jump onto this.
It's genius. I love it. I'm a huge fan.
I mean, today I tried to buy a drop. A drop is they have these special events in the morning at 8 a.m. They drop these items, right? These pieces of art.
Sell out in
Yeah.
seconds.
Sell out in seconds.
Sell out.
Yeah. We got one item. I tried to buy another one this morning at 8 a.m. and I forgot to just do one step. And I was like, damn, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. And I pressed on it. It was 8 o'clock. It sold out because I didn't do one step.
Oh wow.
One
So
step.
you have to follow all these steps just to even get one of these.
I have even a special cable to to connect the cable to my phone just in order so it could be just a couple seconds faster than other people's connection. Yeah, it's really insane.
Yeah, the best way I can describe it is like a supreme drop. You know how people wait in line?
Yes.
Because there's a lot of flippers.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Okay.
So people buy it to flip it, and it's a good space to make money too. So that's the reason why people buy it and sell it to the actual people that actually want it. But the metaverse is dope. Like imagine you have an avatar, but then let's just say Nike. I'm not saying they're licensed by Nike, but imagine Nike did a limited drop on the new Jordans. And then you can actually buy a pair of Jordans for your avatar, and you're walking around this VEVEverse with a new pair of Jordans.
Okay.
It's wild. And then they're creating all these different games. Like they're also, if in this metaverse, there's a movie theater. AMC drops a movie only in the metaverse. then you only can watch it in the metaverse.
Yeah.
So you have to buy an NFT movie ticket in order to go inside this metaverse.
So it's going to be a whole entire
That's so
world
wild.
from this.
There's so much to this. I'm like blown away how amazing it is.
That's wild. It does feel like Ready Player One, though. It does
Yeah.
feel like-
It's
what's the
exactly like Ready
difference?
Player One.
Okay, so what's the difference between the stuff that you can get on VEVE, the app, and then what's a difference with the OMI?
So VEVE, it's the platform where you can use for NFTs, but in order to buy the NFTs, you have to buy with their native currency, which is OMI.
Mm.
So OMI is a crypto that you can purchase right now for half a cent. So
Yeah, half a cent,
so
guys.
here's a hot
Half
tip,
a cent.
guys.
Yeah.
If you want to get rich,
There's a reason why we're talking about
if you
this
want to get
right
rich,
now. There's a huge reason. This totally, completely turned around my idea of what the worth of a cent is, especially with like inflation and stuff. Like
Yeah.
it is insane. But how difficult is it to get this?
it's really difficult to purchase it only because if you don't know anything about crypto, it's gonna be a hard time getting it because it takes like 15, 16 steps just to purchase it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
you're gonna jump through hoops.
because the only reason why it takes as many steps just to purchase it because they are a new company. They've only been out for a year, and for the amount of subscribers that they have and downloads, they projected to only have 65,000 for the first year or something like that. But instead of 65, they have over 2 million,
Oh, wow.
and they sell every drop that they have. They sell it in seconds.
Oh, wow.
So they're working out all the little kinks,
Mm-hmm.
but they're gonna drop their Metaverse VeVeVerse in Q1 next year.
Oh, wow.
So when that drops, the price is gonna go up.
Mm.
And they're all backed up by big name companies. Disney. All
Oh,
I have
yeah.
to say is Disney and Pokemon.
Yeah.
Pokemon
right.
hasn't been released yet, but Alfred Khan is the reason why Pokemon is Pokemon. If it wasn't for Alfred Khan, it'll still be in Japan. It would be called Pocket Monsters. Alfred Khan he's the reason why it blew up. And then there's another guy named Jeremy that licensed Pokemon, and they're also partnered with VeVe. So it makes sense for us to have Pokemon, but they're not gonna drop it yet. They're gonna wait till like it hits the U.S. market, then they'll drop Pokemon. Because right now they were just based out of Singapore.
Mm-hmm.
When you say drop Pokemon, you mean like the game? Like
They're gonna drop like their announcement
Oh, got
that
it.
you can actually buy a Charizard.
So it's like it's what I was waiting for today.
Oh.
It's like I go
Yeah.
on the app, the platform, and they're releasing like whatever digital item on
An
there. So
NFT.
that's what I try to buy that because
Got
Yeah.
if I
it.
had that, it would probably go up in value later.
It's gonna sell out in a second because there's so much of a demand, especially with NFT now. Because what's cool about VeVe is like you can flex your NFTs. It's like you can have your showroom, and then in your vault you can display all your NFTs. Because that's what collecting's about. It's like look what I got. And
Look what I yeah.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that's what is this all about? Is based on just people wanting to show others like this is what I have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ego
Just
and
like-
money. And ego and
That's
money.
like just
People
like in
wanna-
the real world,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
In the real world, but this is
Exactly.
now in a virtual world.
Yeah, why do people wear what
Exactly.
they wear and what they drive?
Yeah, yeah,
It's to flex on people.
yeah. Okay, all right. That's,
But I'm just doing it because I'm just trying, and also I just want to flip it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I want to
yeah.
flip. I want the money. Well, right now you pay in gems, so you convert like USD to gems. Is their
Oh, okay.
currency on there,
Mhm.
but there's no way to
Not yet.
convert it back to dollars yet.
They're working on it.
So right now,
Oh.
everyone, this is how much people have faith in this. How much do you think has people collectively have used on VV platform? Do you think collectively,
Money
like
wise?
millions?
Oh,
do you think
dude,
people
each-
have spent millions,
Each drop they
100
make
million,
millions.
100 million?
Because each one NFT,
Billions, right?
I would say in the
Billions.
billions. Because each one NFT that they drop, it ranges from a comic book, which is $7, which is the lowest thing I ever seen, up to what? How much is what's the golden NFT that they sold for? 400, 4,000. I don't think that was retail price.
No, retail prices I've seen like go up to 150. 150.
Yeah, but they range from like $7 to like $100.
Yeah, 7 to 100
for one NFT, and they have obviously common is like up in the thousands, and I don't really look at the numbers, but obviously as it goes up, it's like there's less of it.
I've seen people flip it, like try to flip the item that they bought for like $4,000, $5,000, or 5,000 gems, which would later on convert to USD. But that's how much people have.
How much does one gem cost?
$1.
Okay, so
$1.
it's just equivalent to $1.
Yeah,
one.
equivalent. But that's how much people have trust in this thing. They're spending millions on this, and
all right,
believing this.
Is there any benefits like to buying these things, like tax wise? Is there tax evasion? Like some people pour money to certain things, just into art or whatever, just so they can write it off.
Yeah,
or like
capital gains.
Okay,
that's if you sell it.
Yeah,
but they will tax it. But NFT is so new, so the IRS don't really know how to deal with it. It's just crypto in general too. So that was like the reason why a lot of people didn't want change, because they're gonna have to change.
Yeah.
And that's what they're doing right now. They have to figure out, all right, how can I get a piece of this?
Yes. They're trying to see.
Crypto's only been out for 10 years.
Yeah. I'll tell you something crazy. So I just got off the phone with my accountant a couple days ago, and we had like some kind of issue with the IRS for Joseph's taxes for 2017. And he was trading crypto at that time. And they kept on bothering us about 2017, like constantly sending these things like, oh, we're going to seize your bank statements and stuff like that. And we're like, okay, go ahead, do it. And then so I contacted my accountant, and she was like, you want to sit down for this? I'm like, why? We put in $10,000. We lost 6. We took out $4,000 on 2017. She's like, okay, well, I'm glad that I got the IRS transcripts, because for that year, they said that you pulled out 1.8 million.
Whoa! Where did that come from?
I couldn't talk for a second, and I was like, what? What? Are you kidding me? We don't have that kind of money. I would love to see that kind of money. I don't have that kind of money.
Yeah.
Yeah. So because crypto is so new.
Oh my
Even in 2017, they have no way to regulate it or watch it or correctly even watch it. So if they're thinking that we had 1.8 million, we made 1.8 million for crypto.
Oh, wow.
I told her I'd love to see that money.
Yeah.
Joseph and I both agree, like, hey, if we had 1.8 million, we would gladly pay the taxes for that.
Yeah.
But I'm just like giving an example, like how
just the IRS has no idea what they're doing.
They don't know what the fuck they're doing. No. And can you imagine with NFTs? They're just like a new thing.
Not another thing.
Not another thing. What? What is this all about? Buying digital art?
Yeah.
It's got to be
people are selling
crazy.
Memes too. Like,
yes.
The first, like, some of these are really popular memes that, like,
it's like now you can own a moment.
Yeah.
It's kind of like someone famous doing something amazing, and then they sell it off as an NFT, and now you can own a piece of that. Any fan will love to have that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so fascinating.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy.
It's a different world. We live in a digital world now.
Yeah.
If people don't want to believe it, then you can get stuck in living your old way of doing things.
say, and I wouldn't say I'm like the most like hippest on the latest news on crypto, but I see that even for me it's important. So if I think it's kind of like,
I mean, I feel like because you're with Joseph,
I have to be in that world.
You are so like you're pretty knowledgeable about this stuff that I have no idea. Like my family, like what, like
you got to kind of be in the space to really appreciate it, understand it.
Yeah.
Because if I pitch VEVE to my sister,
you'd be like, you're crazy.
Yeah, she's like, why would I want to own something digital? Like I'd rather have it at hand.
Yeah.
I like it because I'm a minimalist, so I love everything just compact in there. My whole collection is in my phone or whatever. Like I like that idea. I think it's cool, and you know later on I'm pretty sure you have to wear like goggles and you can just walk through.
Yeah. There's other metaverses out right now, and you get to try it out. But I don't like it. So
not yet. It's not ready yet.
Yeah. I'm not a fan, but we're all waiting for VEVEverse. But VEVE, they're partnered with big gaming company, and then their
What
marketing.
company is that?
I'm not sure. I think Activision might be one of them. That's
Oh,
what
okay,
I heard online.
Activision.
I'm not sure, but they also have a pretty big marketing team, the best marketing team in Hollywood.
Yeah, I feel like they're on it. I mean, if you're getting contracts with Disney and taking up their Marvel,
not licensed.
Marvel stuff, like
The partner with Disney.
Ghostbusters.
For years.
Oh,
I mean, what else is on there? There's like so much.
Givenchy.
Yeah, is it? I forget all that. Givenchy.
They have a bunch of street art.
Yeah.
Ron English.
Oh,
There
wow.
you go. That's
Toki
another one.
Doki.
Oh yeah, that's another one. Good one.
They have DC.
I mean, how are
This is
you getting
wild.
these contracts? You know
Alfred
what I mean?
Kahn.
Like, how do you get these
Alfred
contracts?
Kahn.
There's
Yeah.
no way.
Alfred Kahn's just a legend in the space, so everybody's like well respected. So I'm guessing if Alfred Kahn hits you up, it's something big.
It's something big.
It's
yeah.
going down. So
Yeah.
I would say, like, I mean, how do you get OMI or
Homie is my homie.
Okay, so where did you guys go in order to purchase it?
Bitforex.
Bitforex.
So there's only 4 exchange sites that carry OMI. It's Bitforex and I don't know the other 3. I'll use Bitforex, but for you to purchase it, you have to purchase it with Bitcoin. So you have to buy have Bitcoin, then buy USDT, use that USDT to buy OMI. Because OMI
and there's
only,
also a fee, right? I know there's a fee that's involved.
there's a small fee because it's just because if you transfer something from the blockchain, it's a tiny fee, cents.
Okay.
That's,
I would say it's worth it, especially if you don't have a lot to invest with. I mean, I'm just like, what? Not even a cent? I think that it's just cool to see like where it can go. It's good to me. And can you find the directions how to do this like on YouTube?
yeah, I learned everything on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
yeah.
where I got it.
Okay.
All right, guys. Well, if you guys are interested
Yeah.
in that, I would definitely go check out those YouTube videos. Maybe if one of these guys refer me to one of their favorite videos where they learned it from, I'll go ahead and put in the description.
Yeah.
The community is pretty small. It's just type in VEVE.
Yeah.
VV. Okay.
Yeah, there's probably like 10 reps or just like big fans are actually making a YouTube channel on it.
Mhm.
Okay.
But yeah.
Nice.